last year, I don't know if you'd remember, but last year on Homebrewed, we were going, whoa, clap, clap, Bluesfest. You guys have smashed it this year. They had record numbers of visitors through the gates.
Peter Noble, take a bow. That's what we were saying last year.
We were getting statues commissioned for him and all this kind of stuff.
Bluesfest this year didn't quite have the numbers that it did last year. And this year, perhaps one of the reasons that the festival wasn't big is because of all the controversy that happened in the lead up to the festival, most notably around Sticky Fingers. Anyone who was opposed to Sticky Fingers on the bill might have protested the festival because they were on the lineup. And then on the flip side, anyone who was supporting Sticky Fingers getting another shot in the Australian music industry might have gone, well, you've just canned them off your lineup, so I'm not going to go to your festival. So they've sort of double-edged sword. They've hurt themselves both ways, as opposed to only really affecting one side of that argument. But
a drop of 30,000 or so punters going through the gates, you probably couldn't entirely attribute to that. It'd be hard to kind of quantify how much of an impact it had. But Peter Noble, who is, as we mentioned, the founder of it, he then went on to attribute a lot of it to cost of living, which I think is fair enough.
An interesting point. I mean, he mentions the interest rate rises, which is fair enough and does have some influence over it. But I don't know if a lot of it can necessarily be contributed to that. I mean, the cost of living would have had an impact, but we see other festivals, their numbers seem to be increasing. We've reported that festival numbers in events in Australia, like ticket sales for gigs, are increasing. Venues have noted an increase in people. I just feel like in general, ticket sales seem to be going well. And we'll find out this weekend, Groove and the Moo in Maitland, another music festival happening this weekend. So we'll see what their numbers are like. But I don't think it can all be put on the cost of living the way that Peter Noble was saying. It certainly would have had an impact, but I don't think that's the only reason why their numbers were down.
You get 100,000 one year that breaks records, you can't expect to consistently keep breaking that record. So maybe it's leveling back out to a medium.